Okay, let's consider what we mean by an independent event. Independent events are most easily understood using a tree diagram, the other kind of diagram that we often use for probability theory, and especially the kind that we'll be using in the second year. So, with a tree diagram, we put the event happening at the end of the branch. So let's say that we start with event A, and the other branch will be not A. These two must be mutually exclusive, and they must add up to 1. Okay, so if we have a second event happening afterwards, B and not B, B and not B, we can draw a diagram like this because either event A happens or it doesn't, and then event B happens or it doesn't. We cannot draw our tree diagram so that it looks like this, A or B, because A and B may be able to happen together. They're not mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means if one happens, the other cannot. So in this case, if A happens, we know that not A did not happen. They're mutually exclusive, and by definition, they must add up to 1. So let's just give us some numbers. Now, an event is independent if previous events have not affected it. So in this case, we would say that A and B are independent. What that means is the probability of B is not affected by event A happening or not happening. So for example here, the event B may have a 0.4 chance, therefore not B has a 0.6 chance. As A and B are independent, we know that B still has a 0.4 chance if A did not happen. And similarly, not B still has a 0.6 chance. You've met independence before at GCSE. These are the classic examples where you're taking sweets from a bag, but you replace them. So for example, you may take an aniseed sweet or a blueberry sweet, but once you've taken one aniseed sweet out, you will replace it. So your probability of getting a blueberry sweet is unaffected. Likewise, if you didn't take an aniseed sweet, you would replace it. So this is the idea of replacement. The probabilities are unaffected. Another example would be rolling a die. What you get on the first throw does not affect what you get in the second throw. Therefore, we would say the two events are independent.